This is the fight where Sendo unlocked a new kind of power and ended this boxer's career. Sendo rushes in, looking to end the fight early, but Shigeta sees it coming. He's smirking, and Sendo hates that. Then it happens. Shigeta fires a big right hand. At first it looks just like a jab, but it's heavy. Too heavy for Sendo. Too heavy to pass through it, but he can't break it. He tries to slip, dodge, but the punches are too quick. The clean shot rocks him back, and at that moment Sendo stumbles. Shigeta sees the opportunity to finish it, but it's all a trap. Sendo answers back with a massive right hand of his own, right in the stomach. The body blow lands hard on Shigeta, and he wasn't ready for it. He thought he could handle at least one, but this punch shakes him. Sendo goes wild. He wants to finish it, to hit Shigeta more than Shigeta hit him. But in that rush, Shigeta fires back with a heavy right hook. Sendo feels it, and his knees are dropping. His body is buckling. The look on his face says it all. This isn't funny anymore. And now Shigeta is trying to finish him. Sendo clinches, saving himself for the moment, but his pride takes a hit. Ippo stares in shock, unable to believe what Sendo is doing. This is not the guy he fought before. Then Shigeta leans in, whispering coldly in his ear, "Is this all you got?" The referee steps in and breaks them apart, but now, when they're standing face to face, Sendo looks ready to snap. He can't believe what he just hit. Sendo explodes with rage. Fists are flying, refusing to forgive Shigeta for what he just said. But no matter how much he throws, the challenger keeps punishing him. And at that moment he's thinking, why is this happening to me? Back in the crowds, Coach Komugawa is speaking. Each jab isn't a jab at all. It rocks Sendo like a hook. And they're starting to realizing what happened. Shigeta is no normal fighter. He is a right-handed southpaw. And that means his so-called jab has been his dominant arm the whole time. Every punch he has been shutting Sendo down was his strongest shot. The smirk of Shigeta's face says it all. He's been hiding his true power in plain sight, and now Sendo knows why he couldn't break through. His right hand smashes through again, and Sendo's barely standing until the bell rings to end round 2. The champion is safe but not victorious. And at that moment, Shigeta raises his fist high, celebrating on enemy territory, and the crowd roars in shock. Sendo hangs his head low as he returns to the corner, beaten down in front of his own fans. The fact that began as his hunt has turned against him. Momentum, pride, and control, they all belong to Shigeta now. And Sendo cannot handle it. Look at him. It's really sad to see a prideful man cry. Look what we see there in the crowd. It's Sendo's grandmother. And he calls his grandson pathetic, but her words cut with truth. You'd have so many people cheering for you. Don't waste it worrying about shame. Just fight as hard as you can, and if you can't go at your usual pace, then slow it down. She even calls him a fool, but that's the push that Sendo needs. I wish he could hear him. Back in his corner, Sendo sits broken, still replaying Shigeta's victory pose in his mind. His coach struggles to understand how this could have happened. It's the first time in Sendo's career he has been cornered like this. He wonders how to reach him, how to spark that fire up again. Across the ring, Shigeta's side is confident. They know the secret of his dominant right hand is out, but it does not matter anymore. They believe it changes nothing. Shigeta himself is grimming, certain he will finish Sendo in the next round. But Sendo, speaking only from pure emotion, swears he'll end Shigeta this time, this round. The question is, can his heart carry him where his body is already breaking? Round 3 begins and Sendo charges in forward with a right hand. But Shigeta blocks it with ease. Sendo swings back, but his punch falls short. Shigeta's already moving, already finding his rhythm. Sendo is frustrated. He knows he has to land first, but every time this guy tries to attack, Shigeta is one step ahead. And the crowd is buzzing. Shigeta's side is already celebrating like the fight is over. But then, when he listens to Ippo, he's sure. He says Sendo will punch through. He felt the same way before, and his guts tell him something big is coming soon. Shigeta smashes Sendo with a huge shot. His jaw flies back. The crowd is grasping. Is this the end? But Sendo refuses to fall. He's hanging on by instinct alone. Shigeta storms forward, looking to claim the king's throne right here, right now. Punches raining down left and right, and Sendo's driven into the ropes. The fans screaming his name, begging him not to fall. But the truth is brutal. They're not cheering him on anymore. They are praying that he can survive, and Shigeta sees it, and he comes back with a ruthless hook. But before it lands, Sendo clinches again. He locks on tight, saving himself for just a moment. In the clinch, Shigeta starts to talk to Sendo again. Japan's greatest is nothing special. But Sendo's Blair says everything. He's not done yet. And Shigeta explodes with her overhand right. The crowd shouting for Sendo to move. Everyone knows he doesn't have the speed to escape. But somehow he does. He slips under one punch, defying the limits of his broken body. The tiger won't stop breathing. Not yet. Sendo launches himself forward, flying across the ring until he's face to face with Shigeta. Ippo and the coach can only stare in shock. No one expected that kind of speed. And then Sendo unleashes pure violence. Shigeta takes the full impact, his mouthguard shoots out and his body crashes down. It was only the punch that broke him, but the unbelievable speed Sendo used to close the distance. In a single charge, the tiger tears them down. Everyone is stunned. Sendo closes the distance with speed and nobody saw it coming. They all knew he had punching power, but what shocked them was the dash. The way he gained strength in an instant, enough to rival even the best. The crowd wonders how he pulled it off. Then the answer becomes clear. His legs, his lower body has changed completely. Thick, powerful calves built for explosive movement. It wasn't natural talent alone, this was hard training, the kind that pushes the limit of boxing itself. Even his corner knows it. Ever since the fight with Fork, Sendo worked to master this, and now it's paying off. He's no ordinary man. Sendo was finally learning how to use his legs. Each step, each dash carries a new kind of power. His coach can't help but smile. This is what they have been working for. Across the ring, Shigeta is shaking. He didn't expect that kind of speed, this kind of pressure. Struggling to his feet, he steadies himself, but the disbelief is written all over his face. For a moment, his eyes lock on his coach, searching for an answer. And in his mind, the hours of preparation come rushing back. The drills, the strategy, the plan to break the tiger. He convinces himself that he's ready to go again. But Sendo isn't the same fighter anymore. He is fired up, the crowd roaring as his chest rises and falls. His stance sharper, his movement more alive. The tiger inside him is awake, hungry to end it. Shigeta steels himself, relying on his tactics. He steps in, committing fully, throwing that dangerous right cross they built a fight plan around. But Sendo... Sendo steps in and lands clean. The sound echoes through that arena. The speed catches everyone off guard. His movement is sharper, more precise, and every punch makes him look faster than the last one. The crowd and even the coach can't hide their shock. This isn't just Sendo's power, it's control. Step by step, punch by punch, he's pushing beyond what anyone expected of him. Back in Shigeta's corner, his coach is yelling for him to stay focused, to remember the drills, the practice, every bit of preparation they drilled into him for this very moment. Another shot smashes Shigeta, and now he's completely lost. His body is there, but his mind is gone, and Sendo shows no mercy. He drives him back, pounding him against the ropes again and again. The sound of each punch echoes through the whole arena, heavy and brutal. The crowd feels it. It isn't just about losing a fight anymore. Shigeta is starting to lose his career. Sendo doesn't even let him fall. He refuses to give him then the release, holding up only to hit him harder and more. From the corner, Coach Kamogawa is shouting desperately, screaming for them to throw in the towel. But Sendo isn't stopping. He's ready to finish this man for good. And in the middle of all that chaos, Ippo is praying for the opponent. Please, Sendo, please don't do it. The referee finally steps in. Shigeta collapses to the canvas. No count needed. This fight is over. Sendo wins by vicious knockout. The crowd explodes. They saw him on the back foot. They saw him losing ground. And then the third round, he turned it all around. One fast, savage burst, and it was finished. But while the arena is happy for Sendo, the challenger lies motionless on the corner. Shigeta hasn't even moved yet. He broke him. Coach Kamogawa sees it. He saw the potential in Shigeta, the fact he pushed Sendo so far, but his second destroyed him, refusing to throw in the towel. This is the end of his boxing career. Look at that face. He finally moved, and Sendo comes closer, kneeling in front of him, probably congratulating him for a good match. But now, he speaks for real. He doubts he'll ever see him in the ring again, and he leaves one final warning. Never play with a tiger, because when you do, he will show you what he's really got. This fight is proof of Sendo's power, but the biggest lesson that we take away isn't just his fist. It's his legs, the speed, the control, the evolution of his boxing. And now the question remains, can he use the same weapon against Ricardo? Let me know in the comments and see you next time.